The mind to the body for balance. Now when we're going to the next stage, that's just getting openness. We haven't really started working with energy or sending chi or doing anything with that yet. Now we're going to start the chi component. So before I can put any energy in his body, I've got to open him up. Otherwise he won't be receptive to it. He'll repel the energy. So I touch my partner's base. I get the openness. I don't want too much openness because then he's going to lose balance, but I want to feel that I'm occupying his balance. Now from there, he's a ball of energy. I'm just doing the building the ball qigong. And I just invite energy into him. In my situation, I don't send energy from me to him because I'm not healthy enough. I don't want to give him any of my health problems. So I put my mind on the frequency of the energy and I make an invitation to it, just to flow into his body. And I want to get him to a point where he's like a balloon, and I keep filling that balloon up. Now, if he's an earth person, he's not going to float. He's going to go downwards when I fill the balloon. If he's a water person, he's going to drift side to side. If he's an air person, he's going to go more up. And if he's a fire person, he's going more away. So everyone's got a different response. And their personality profile will decide how they respond. It's not everybody floats like a balloon. Once I'm at this point, I'm going to open it up a bit more. Here I'm consciously raising the energy. I'm sending it up like a balloon. His body actually wants to go down like earth element. So I'm not letting it because it's not a good demo. Okay, so now I've got up to that part. Now what I want my partner to do is take ownership of that energy. So just go to the ball, vital breathe for me, open your hands the same way as me, and just own that energy that introduced into your body. Take control of your balance for me. Yep, now breathe. Yep. And breathe. Now, his unconscious is go, oh, this energy is different. He's breathing in resonance with it. Now his unconscious is taking ownership. Now his conscious body is going, I'm interacting with that and I'm owning this energy. And every person runs energy on a different frequency, even though it's the same vital energy. Your mind's relationship was different because the information, the culture that you've come up in your Qigong background puts the information and makes it different. We don't have a choice in that. It's not pure life force. It's what I believe to be life force that I'm working with. Okay, so he's taken ownership of that. I increase the energy in the system. And while I'm increasing the energy, he just pays attention to it. He doesn't interact with it yet. Now I maintain that state. Now vital breathe for me. Just breathe and into the ball, own that energy. Take ownership. Bring it into your balance. So the first thing he does is regrounds himself with the feeling of the energy, and he takes ownership of what he just received. Keep breathing for a moment for me. Just relax it through the fascia and the bones and reference that different state. Now, each person you touch with, it doesn't mean the energy is higher or the energy is lower, it's different. So you get a different immunity, a different protective chi, a different sensation of energy, which means once you've done this with 20 people and you go to vital breathe, you're now vital breathing on 20 different relationships to vital energy, so more energy can go through your body based on the laws of resonance. And I want to repeat this 9 times, not 10. I touch, I open, and just invite the energy in. And I might spend a minute inviting it in, and then he takes ownership of it again. The reason why we do it 9 times and not 10, when you do something 10 times, unconsciously things end and close. You do something 9 times, the law of rhythm, there's 3 threes, and the energy just keeps running in the background like, this is never going to end. So the energetic transmission you give to your partner or they give to you feels like it's continuous. It just keeps happening. So this number 9 is quite interesting, the way it affects the unconscious. So 9 repetitions will work better than 10. Once he's taken ownership, you repeat. And you do that 9 times, and he does it for you 9 times. And then you step back and you test. You vital breathe. What is now different in your field? and you pay attention to the differences, not the norm. Not what you normally feel, but what's different. Because that's what you've got to take ownership of. So every person that you train with, your obligation is to make them better. It's like family. You're strengthening your family. And their obligation is to make you better. And if every person in the room is on a frequency of evolving each other, group consciousness elevates. What would be the opposite? If I'm competing with him to be better than him, I have to unconsciously suppress him to step above. And if everyone's doing that, you've got a long journey in Qigong, so it's not going to happen. So be very careful when you do competitive push hands, because there's a hierarchy. And every person I've met has some sort of hierarchical unconscious relationship to their push hand skill. They're kind of like, oh, that person's better than me, I'm better than them. And they position this pyramid of hierarchy around themselves to their skill level in relation to everyone else. The moment you do that, you're suppressing your growth and you're suppressing their growth. Your job is to make your partner better. Their job is to make you better. So how's he going to make me better? He's going to say, oh, I feel this tension in your shoulder. Let's release it together. And then I release that tension. I go, oh, that feels really good. I have more energy available because I've released a resisting point. And then you continue working together as a team to make your awareness grow. The objective isn't to get power. The objective is to develop awareness of power, because that's what moves power, is the awareness. And if it's your goal to manifest power, then you have to build the facial lines through your body to conduct it. You have to be very, very open for energy to go through, and then you have to build the patterns through which that energy affects people in the way that you want. And that depends on your path. You decide what that is. Okay, so you partner up and touch your partner's base, open them like a balloon. If you're in very good health, you can just breathe into them. If you're not in good health, you invite the energy into them. And through invitation, your mind connects to the frequency of this, and you just relax it in, invite it, and it just goes into them. And learn that skill well. Yes?
I'm a bit confused. What shall I do when somebody is trying to heal me? Am I just standing? Am I rooting?
If someone's trying to heal you,
in his position, right?
he just wants to be open to what he's receiving so he can receive more. If he closes his mind in, then it's going to be more difficult for me to give him anything. So if you're with a healer, and you trust that healer, and you go into their clinic and you lay down, you're kind of like, open up, surrender, heal me. But if you walk into that clinic and go, let's see what this guy can do, yeah, he's not going to do much. He's not going to have any type of spontaneous healing, because you just said, no, I'm going to sit back and watch and test whether they can heal you or not. So when I walk in to get a treatment, there's this, I'm going to surrender, but I also read the degree of faith that the healer has in themselves. And it'll be, I just wasted $70. This person doesn't believe in themselves. Or it's sort of like, wow, this is the best $70 ever spent, because they really believe in their ability to heal. So if they have faith in their skill, you surrender to their faith and they heal you. Done. Happens in a Christian church every weekend. You just want to take the same principle and apply it to healing. Okay, partner up. Thank you. Have fun.